Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, Secretary Rivera and the other secretaries, deputy secretaries. I have the privilege of being in a school, in a district where I have a school district. Lampeter-Strasburg School District has an outstanding ag education program. We have a couple of those in Lancaster County, but I will tell you that when I visited their program to learn about what the kids are learning in agriculture, it's pretty impressive. And kind of segues, we talk about job creation and good paying jobs. It leads me to the recent changes to the public school code, created the Commission for Agriculture Education Excellence. And the commission, under the concurrent authority of agriculture and, of course, education. And it requires both departments to provide staff to assist the commission with its duties. And just a couple questions. What is the status of this commission and the efforts to enhance agriculture education? I will tell you, I probably should have consulted with LS first, but they should come down and look at their program. It's amazing. Even I was blown away by how impressive it is. But to enhance agriculture education across the Commonwealth, and as I said, especially given the department's current focus on workforce development and the next generation of farmers. I mean, #1 industry in the state. What can we do? Where are we at with that?
Sure. So we've been to LS, and every time I see their superintendent, which is often being, still living in Lancaster County, he reminds me of a few things that I need to consider as we move forward. We have a full person assigned to the work on this commission, but Matt, if I can't make a commission meeting, Deputy Secretary Matt Stem attends practically all the commissions. So I'm not going to steal his thunder on this one. There's been a lot of really positive changes. I'm going to ask him just to kind of share an update.
Sure, and I'll be brief to honor your time. So it's been a pleasure to be a part of the Commission on Agriculture Education Excellence. A couple of things to note. One is there are more approved ag ed programs in the Commonwealth now than there were just a few years ago. Our team has approved all ag ed programs that have come our way. The second thing to acknowledge is that we've been able, through the Commission, to get some early wins. So one of the things the Commission asked the Department to look into, and it was myself and actually Deputy Secretary Ortega's team, we've looked at ways to take some barriers out of the way for certification requirements for teachers that want to teach in ag programs, and that was directly a result of the Commission pushing the department to look at our own policies. And then third, I would just say that we've had programs like LS and Penn Manor and others come to commission meetings, share what they're doing, and one of the things we've learned is that agriculture education is a lot more than farming, and the students that are coming through our programs are learning other schools like ag business schools, marketing, and it really is a pathway beyond what folks think of in terms of ag education. So the Commission's running strong. We've committed resources, and we'll continue to partner closely with PDA and those on the Commission.
Yeah, and it's funny you talk about that. Penn Manor is not in my district, but I know they have a great program. And what's interesting, at the farm show, we even talked about the school that was in if I'm not mistaken, it was North Philly, and how the children and the kids are really, it's actually helped them in their learning when they end up getting an ag focus. And as you said, it's just not farming. There's small engine repair, there's horticulture. It's just amazing and very impressive. As far as the commission, do we have an accounting, though, of what staff positions have been funded and filled to date, and also what the requirements of this particular act?
Sure, and we'd be happy to get back to you with some additional details. Right now, we did have a transition with the executive director position, so there's an acting executive director that just filled the position of the former executive director who had moved on, and a clerical position as well. But PDA does have funding set aside that they run back through the department, and then we as the department engaging the hiring. So those are the two positions right now. We recognize that there are other positions that are listed in the statute pending available appropriations. So we're open to exploring those additional positions, but right now we're working with the funding that PDA makes available through our MOU.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate you being here today. I do think it's an area where we get a lot of bang for our buck. I really firmly believe that. So thank you, Mr. Chairman.